Hello everyone, let's complete what we have started and we're going to talk about Unit 3 for the OL, but today we are going just to talk about lessons 4, 5 and 6. Now it's the passage time and it's called Alice's Adventure in Wonderland and it was written by Lewis Carroll. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland is a famous children's story. Alice's adventure begins when she goes to Wonderland. Alice thinks that Wonderland is interesting, but it is a strange place. She's a sensible girl, but she doesn't understand Wonderland. Alice is also brave and clever. She meets a lot of interesting characters. Alice often sees the White Rabbit. The White Rabbit is very busy, and he is usually very late. He always runs fast. The Cheshire Cat is a funny animal. He has got a big smile and he is very friendly. He tells Alice about Wonderland and helps her to find different places and characters. The Queen of Hearts is not very nice. She's a scary person and she is always angry and she shouts at people. Alice is brave, so she is not frightened of her. At the end of the story, all the characters help Alice so she can go home again. And now it's time to extract some meanings from this passage. But stay with me. We have here some important vocabulary mentioned in the passage. The first one is begin. Yes, begin. And it means to start doing something. To give an example, we will say, we will begin the lesson in 20 minutes. That means we will start the lesson in 20 minutes. The second word, and it's sensible. Yes, sensible. And it means able to make good judgment based on reason. Yes, he is able to make good judgment based on reason. And for this we are going to say, Alice is a sensible girl. Let's move on to the next one, and it's brave. Yes, brave. And it means not afraid or has courage. For this we are going to give an example. And it is, Muhammad is so brave. He takes all the risks every time. The next one is clever. Yes, clever. And it means quick at learning and understanding things. And we're going to say, Ali is so clever. He all the time learns something new. And the next one, it's busy. And it means having a lot to do. And for this we are going to say, we are busy today. We have many things to do. And let's move on to the scary. And it means frightening. Yes, frightening. And for this we are going to say, the Queen of Hearts is so scary, as we saw in the passage. And to the last one, we say angry. And it should be having strong feelings about something that you dislike. And all the time angry of doing the same mistakes. Now let's move on. Here we are going to look at the pictures and try to use love or like, or love and don't like. For me, I'm going to say I love reading and I don't like swimming. So you can say, I love playing volleyball or I love playing basketball and I don't like reading. Now let's move on. In the previous exercise, we must note that love and like have the same meaning and they mean to find something pleasant. When I tell you I love reading, it's the same as I like reading. So for the affirmative one, I say I love. or love plus the gerund. But for the negative form, we use don't like or doesn't like. So we are going to say, I love reading, I don't like swimming. Or she loves playing tennis, and she doesn't like singing. So please keep up with me. And remember, when I am going to ask about the appearance, I say, what does he or she look like? Okay, I'm telling you about someone and you don't remember him or her. So you are going to ask me, saying, what does he or she look like? So I will answer, telling you, he has or she has got dark hair or curly hair or blonde hair, and he is or she is tall. So when I ask you about the appearance, I say, what do or does the subject like or look like? Now, when I want to ask about the personality, I will say, what is he or she like? Okay? What is he or she like, not what does or what do. So, to ask about personality, I will say, what is or are, then the subject, and then the word like. And to answer you, I will say, he is or she is kind, scary, scared, or something like that. So please note that when I want to ask about the appearance, I use do or does, the subject, and look like. But when I want to ask about personality, I say is or are, the subject, and like. Now to move on to the last thing today and to ask about the hobbies. To ask about the hobbies of someone, I say, what do or does the subject like doing? Like in the example here, I say, what does he or she like doing? So the answer is going to be, he or she likes playing basketball. So again, to ask about the hobby, I will say, what do or does the subject like doing? And the answer is going to be the subject like or likes plus the gerund. And thank you for being here. And if you have any questions, please, you can ask the next time. And now after we had finished talking about Unit 3, it's time to answer some exercises. The first one, finish the following dialogue with one word each. Here, the waiter is talking to Marwan, and the waiter is saying, can I help you, sir? So Marwan is saying, yes, please. Can you give me the please? It's a common word I use in the restaurant, and it is yes, it's menu. So Marwan is saying, yes, please, can you give me the menu, please? And the waiter is going to say, yes, here you are, here you are. So Marwan is saying, okay, I would like two koshari. Here I can write two verbs which I use mostly in the restaurant, and they are have or take. And the waiter is saying or asking Marwan saying, do you like it tomato sauce? And for this we are going to use a preposition, and it's so easy, but you will take your 3 seconds to guess the preposition. Yes, it seems that you have good guess, and it is with. Do you like it with tomato sauce? And Marwan, of course, is saying of course. Now let's move on to exercise 2, and it's on vocabulary. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Number 1, Mo Salah is my favorite star. Sports, cinema, engineering, or flying. And now we are going to take your 3 seconds. And yes, the answer is Mo Salah is my favorite sports star. Now let's move to number 2. He plays for a team called Liverpool in Africa, America, Europe, or Asia. So, yes, the answer is Europe. He plays for a team called Liverpool in Europe. Now number 3. My friend likes tennis. He doesn't like football. Here I must connect between the two sentences with a word that should make what precedes it opposite to what follow it. So I am going to say, my friend likes tennis, but he doesn't like football. So here the word but links between the two sentences, and the two sentences are opposite to each other. Now let's move on to number 4. He is very good at goals. And good at here, at is a preposition, and the preposition must be followed by the gerund. So in this sentence, we are going to say he is very good at goals. Scores, scoring goals. So I'm going to take, yes, scoring goals. Now number 5, my little daughter has got a big small, smile, or smelt. And yes, it's so easy and clear, and the answer is smile. My little daughter has got a big smile. Now let's move to number 6. Salah has got dark hair and a beard. I will say got dark curly hair and a beard, or curly hair and a beard, or straightly hair and a beard, or soft hair and beard. So the answer is going to be yes. Salah has got dark curly hair and beard. Now number 7, my brother is short for a basketball player. And I'm going to use a word from quite, cold. And yes, it's so easy and clear, and the answer is going to be yes, quite. My brother is quite short for a basketball player. Now let's move on to number 8. My brother is 1.85 meters. Yes, my brother is 1.85 meters tall. Now number 9. My brother is 1.85 meters and yes, you are good. And the answer is going to be height. Now number 10. He is kind and always talks to his pans, vans, fans, and cans. And for now, you are going to take your 3 seconds to guess. Yes, now the answer is going to be, he is kind and always talks to his fans. Now let's move on to number 11. He hasn't got time for hobbies. What you must notice here, and you must write down that time is an uncountable word. And for the uncountable words, we use, yes, much. So I'm going to say he hasn't got much time for hobbies. Now let's move on to number 12. He enjoys computer games with his friends. And you must know that enjoy is the verb that must be followed, yes, the gerund. So enjoy must be followed with the gerund. And here we are going to take, yes, he enjoys playing computer games with his friends. Now let's move to number 13. He is not weak, he is very, yes, he is not weak, he is very strong. Now, number 14, I am not good at running, I am very, yes, slow as the turtle. So number 15, we should donate money to help people. Yes, we should give money to help Yes, we must give money to help the poor people. Now, number 16. All people like him because he is kind and greedy, sad, friendly, or unfriendly. You will take your 3 seconds. And yes, the answer is friendly. All people like him because he is kind and friendly. Now let's move on to number 17. I can't pick up that box. My arms are helpful, weak, strong, or weak. So, yes, the answer is going to be weak. I can't pick up that box. My arms are weak. So now number 18. He can't swim, but he football very well. Can, can't, couldn't, wouldn't. So we already knew that but is a word that links between two sentences, and the two sentences must be opposite to each other. So here I will take can. Number 18. We play by kicking the ball. We play football, horse riding, basketball, or tennis. And now you will take your 3 seconds. And yes, the answer is we play football by kicking the ball. Now number 20. I live in Cairo, my family, in, on, at, or with. And as all the time, you are going to take your 3 seconds. And yes, the answer is yes, with. I live in Cairo with my family. Now let's move on to the exercises on the grammar. Number 1, choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Number 1, I got black eyes. So I am going to take yes, I have got black eyes. Sorry, I have got black eyes. Now let's move to number 2. Samir got short hair. Yes, he has. And in this sentence, we are answering with has, so the auxiliary must be, yes, it's clear, it must be has. Now let's move on to number 3. I have short curly hair, and with I have, I say, yes, I have got short curly hair. And let's move on to number 4. I haven't got glasses, but my sister, yes, yes, it will be has. Now let's move on to number 5. Your father got a beard, so the auxiliary we must start with here must be, yes, has. I'm going to say, has your father got a beard? Now let's move on to number 6. I dark hair, I have got brown hair. So I have brown hair, and here I'm going to say, yes, I haven't got dark hair, I have got brown hair. Now let's move on to number 7. Has she got blue eyes? So it's easy and clear, and the answer is going to be yes. Has she got blue eyes? Yes, she has got. Now let's move on to number 8. Does he the film? I have the auxiliary does, so I must complete with the base form of the verb, and it will be yes, watch. Number 9. Space, they study English. Do, does, have, has. Here I have the base form of the verb and it's study, so I am going to take yes, do. Number 10, do you study English? It will be yes, I do. I have short, dark, curly hair, so I am going to take I have got. Yes. Number 12, now I can swim, but I play tennis. Here I am, I have but again, so I am going to say yes, can't. And number 13, Ali can English well. So after can or can't, I am going to take the base form of the verb, and here the base form of the verb is speak, yes. Now number 14, at school you talk to your friends at break. Only at break, not at class. Not in the class, I'm sorry. So I'm going to say, at school you can talk to your friends at break. Number 15, I love books by Charles Dickens. So after love or like, I use the verb in gerund, and it's going to be yes, reading. Number 16, what does he or she like? Yes, after like I use the gerund. Now let's move on to number 17. Nasir is not very good at math. He is very good at English. So I have two sentences and they are opposite to each other. So I'm going to take yes, but. I like swimming in the pool. It is nice and cool. So I'm going to say yes, I like swimming in the pool because it's nice and cool. It's kind of like poetry. Now number 19. Nadir has got a wheelchair. He cannot walk very well. So, yes, I'm going to take again because. Number 20. My brother and I don't like TV after school. And after like, I'm taking, yes, the gerund. So I'm going to say my brother and I like watching TV after school. Now, the next exercise. Number 2, read and correct the mistakes in these sentences. Number 1, my brother is long. And here long is the wrong one, and it's going to be yes. My brother is tall. Now number 2, my hair is yes. It must be my hair is long. Number 3, my friend is not strong. He is yes, weak. Now number 4, he is good at scoring goods. No, he is good at scoring goals. Now number 5, Mo Salah plays for a team in, yes, Europe. So I'm going to say my favorite sport is football. No, it's going to be my favorite sport is football. Now, Shikabala is my sports star. No, I'm going to say Shikabala is my sports star. Now, number 8. Mo Salah has scored many goals. No, it's going to be, yes, many goals. Number 9. He is kind and talks to his fans. So, yes, the answer is going to be fans. He is kind and talks to his fans. Now, let's move on to the read and correct, but on the grammar. Read and correct the mistakes in these sentences. Number 1, have she got blonde hair? So I am going to say yes. Has she got blonde hair? Now number 2, does they visit Aswan? So I have here does. So I'm going to take she or he. Now number 3, have you get glasses? I'm sorry, have you got glasses? So it will be yes. Have you got glasses? Now, number 4, I has got some white hair. Here has the wrong one, and it's going to be have. Number 5, do you like fish? So I have do, and like must be in the base form, and it will be like. So number 6, Mona is got blue eyes, and here, yes, has got. Number 7, she loves do art at school, and the answer is going to be she loves doing art at school. Now let's move on to number 8. Mona don't like swimming. So it must be Mona doesn't like swimming. Now number 9. She has got a wheelchair, so he cannot walk very well. Yes, he has got a long or a wheelchair, so he cannot walk very well. And the answer here is going to be yes, because he can't walk very well. Now let's move on to the last one and the last sentence here. You can watching television in the evening. And yes, the answer is going to be you can watch television in the evening. And thank you.